All right, Shalom boys here. Welcome to the covenant. Well, what are we seeing in this world and in this country? Just like COVID, anybody that said anything about being vaccinated, spoke out against vaccinations, or did not want to get vaccinated, they were demonized. They were told that they were the problem. They were fired from their jobs. The whole 9 yards took place. Everybody turned against them. And then when we fast forward to today, although I may disagree with the sentiment that people had regarding the Charlie Kirk assassination, we see the same thing happening. Lists are being created and people are getting fired. And I say it over and over again. When you are reliant on someone else for your livelihood, for a paycheck, and by that extension, you are relying on someone to put a roof over your head, food in your belly, and clothes on your back, because how else are you going to pay for it if you do not have a job? You are subject to the authorities of these people. And what do we see happening? We're seeing lists being created, and we're seeing people being laid off as a direct result of it. I just now watched a video of a guy, his name is The Saint, and he had like 250,000 or 230,000 subscribers, and YouTube turned around and demonetized his platform. And it's the same, because, you can't get up here and you're reliant on somebody else, because YouTube is no different. Content creators, in essence, they work for YouTube. They work for Google. They are paid by Google, and you are on their platform. So therefore, if you say anything that's out of pocket, they can just straight turn around and demonetize you or shut down your platform. But what they're doing is a whole lot more conniving. What they're doing is they're going ahead and they still monetize your channel, meaning that when you upload a video and you play that video, ads still run. The only difference is that you're not getting the benefits, or they're not paying you a monetization check because you're on that platform. So, YouTubers, TikTokers, all of these people that do influencers, they're under the same gag order as someone that has a job, because they give you a 1099. I believe they issue a 1099. And you're dependent on that money, especially if you're making tens of thousands of dollars a month. They can shut you down. And this is what I always say, and I always stress, and I've been stressing it for years. This is not something that I'm saying that's new. The foundation of your livelihood needs to be self-sufficiency, economic self-sufficiency. And again, we talk about and we hear about the ability or the need to grow your own food, the need to be debt-free and things of that nature. But the 800-pound gorilla in that room is always definitely going to be, can you produce for yourself? Can you go out in the world and produce for yourself? Because if you're dependent on a 1099, or you're dependent on YouTube, you're dependent on ad revenues, you're dependent on a job, you can be scarred in this manner. And this is why, it's so beautiful to be self-employed, and even to have that off-grid, to be self-employed and develop real skills, so that you don't have to worry about these people going ahead and affecting your livelihood, stripping you of your monetization. Because again, when you know how to produce for yourself, nobody can't take that from you. See, nobody can't remove my skill set from it, because at the end of the day, what is my business? And it could be other business, but I'm just talking about the business that I'm involved in. It's tools, it's these, and it's a phone number or a website. That's all it is. That's all it is. And all of that stuff I own. It's intrinsically is mine. Nobody can take it from me. Nor will I be transferring that to anybody else, because it's mine. I own it. I run it. And it can't be. It's amazing. It can't be. And this is why I stress economic self-sufficiency as well. Because let me tell you, man, more and more of these people, they're being demonetized, and they were dependent on this ad revenue. So be careful about what you say. Be self-sufficient, because this censorship, this labeling, and this is what they did in Nazi Germany. This is what they did in these socialists. This is what they do now in China. You don't have the right in China to get up and speak against the government. You don't have a right in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and any of these countries to go ahead and get online. You do not have a First Amendment right. And I say it over and over again, even in this country, if you work for Google, if you work a job or 1099 or W-2, you do not have First Amendment rights. You need to understand it and get it, because there's so many people that's being fired now, laid off, fired, expelled from school because of the positions that they took that went against the prevailing winds of public opinion. Be careful. I mean, it's sad, man. It really is sad that you just cannot save a person from themselves. But hey, people will get it and understand it the hard way, because we're going into captivity in this country. It's going to be a captivity like you ain't never seen before. People will literally be going into some FEMA camps. Why? Because they can't provide, they can't produce for themselves, and so therefore, hey, off to the FEMA camp you will go. Now, a lot of people, they said that this was crazy talk back then. The FEMA camps and everything, this was crazy talk. It ain't crazy talk no more. It is actually happening. Get it? Hopefully you do.